Right, well, I want to talk about properly using Instagram, and I want to specifically talk about hashtags. Lately, we've been seeing people using, it seems like excessive amounts of hashtags on their photos. Should people be doing this?
Sure. So Instagram's got a very interesting etiquette. Like there's certain things you should never do. Like you should never steal someone's photo. That's a big no-no. Secondly, you should never sort of repost a photo without asking first. That's also another thing. Um, Imagery being quite a big thing, like the copyright comes in and all that sort of stuff. And then also you should be very careful about just sort of how you use hashtags. Um, Hashtags on Instagram are very, very messy. Like it's just the reality of the platform. Guys use it for the pure reason to just get likes, unfortunately. Um, but sort of good practice and good etiquette around that is always hashtag the city you're in, always hashtag the country you're in, and always hashtag sort of the continent. Like I do those sort of four things. Um, and then I'll sort of just associate a few things around the theme of the photo as well. So that's also a good way to use it. And then what I'll do at a later stage is I'll just use a few hashtags that sort of link up to accounts that speak around that theme, if that makes sense. So I'll use a hashtag that sort of is linked up to an account that talks about a lot of nature shots. So that's something you can do as well on sort of like a personal account. But if you're using, say, like a traveling, a tourism sort of account, you can use the hashtags to just place the photo somewhere, if that makes sense. So always hashtag South Africa. You can use a few local hashtags, which are amazing. This is South Africa is one that you can use that actually links up to the at South Africa account. Meet South Africa is obviously South African tourism. You can use the Instagrammers hashtags, which are Iggus Josie, Iggus Pretoria, Iggus South Africa, those sort of ones. And it's actually just a really nice way for you to put your photo within a category that you feel that it's suitable for. Instagram actually use hashtags to sort of source locations and find really cool Instagrammers to feature and talk about in their different cities. So that's also something to keep in mind. But apart from that, a really important thing is just geotagging your photo. So if you took a photo at on Table Mountain, like use that location. That's really, really cool because then other people can go to that location who are maybe visiting South Africa and see sort of the cool shot that you took from the top of Table Mountain. So that's also a good example to use. And the more you keep doing that, it just also places your photos in a good sort of travel map.
Now, is there anything that you see people doing on Instagram that really grinds your gears?
Yeah, all the time. I've found that there's a few things that really annoy me. Instagram is really about close-knit community, and community is a huge aspect on Instagram. People genuinely interact. I mean, I've met people in Switzerland, in Paris, in Berlin. I did a 3-week trip through Europe, and I stayed with people that I met through Instagram. And the perversion of that is people who use Instagram for pure personal gain, like they use dishonest interaction, like they cheat on Instagram, they buy followers, all that sort of like dodgy stuff that you get on social media. I often just find that goes against the ethos of what Instagram is, the pure sort of genuine engagement of the platform. So that's sort of the main thing that gets me a bit. And also the thing of like, some guys will tag you in a photo and you're actually not in that photo. So that happens to me quite often where I'll get tagged in some random shot of maybe like a piece of cake and my name's tagged on like the cherry on the cake. And it's mainly like just people not knowing how to use Instagram, and totally that's fine. But sort of the sort of rules that you can follow on Instagram is don't tag someone in a photo if they're not in the photo. Don't steal people's photos. Don't don't repost a photo without asking people first. And don't use Instagram to complain. Like, I mean, but that goes across all platforms. A lot of people use social media to complain. I'd rather just see your photo and appreciate it. Yeah, so apart from that, like it's pretty amazing. Like it's the perfect merger between passion for photography and sharing. So, and the main draw card for me, yeah.